What's good, YouTube? What's good, Buccaneer fam out there, coming at you with another video. Um, I haven't did a video in a while. Um, I had another channel, but that one I lost it, and I got this one. So yeah, as y'all can see, real Buccaneer fan, man. I live 30 minutes away from Tampa. Um, and I've been to, I'm currently a season pass member there with them. I been a pass member since 2016. And, it's just crazy, man, seeing all this stuff on YouTube and, you know, these fans just talking down on our team like this. This is crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy that we can sit here and talk about my team, our team like this and bad shit. I don't I don't like being around negativity a lot. I see, I'm subscribed to a couple of Buccaneer channels out there that are really heavy followed. On my other channel, I think I had like 40 subscribers. I wasn't even, making videos like that on that channel anymore anyway. But I spoke my mind, when it was time to, speak my mind. And like I said, this is a new head coach that we're coming in with. We can't expect to go from 5-11 to 15-0. That's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen, and I don't expect it to in one season. I mean, if you know football, you know that we can't jump from one season, good or bad, and then we can jump to another season and do awesome. I mean, some people do, some teams do it. But where has those teams gone lately? Where has those teams been? There's teams that go way up here one year and then they go back down here. I don't want that. I want to, when we're ready, we'll be up here, and we'll stay up here for a while. I understand also a team can't stay up here forever. The Patriots did it. They're doing it somehow. Congrats to them. But we can't do it. And the thing that I'm really getting irritated about is that people think that, we were down here last year, and now we're gonna go up. Next season we have to be up here. I understand your expectations. I understand that we all have expectations, high expectations, but we also have to face reality. It's gonna take time. Bruce Arians can't come into into our organization and give us a season just like that. I was reading a couple of stats on Twitter, I think, because a lot of people in Tampa Bay and across Twitter, across the world, Tampa Bay fans have been calling for Jameis Winston's head, basically. Let him go, cut him, trade him, and it's uncalled for. I mean, this is the dude's last contract year, his last year of his contract, and I said we let him play it out. He's the thing I can really say about Jameis is that he's been really consistent with the yardage each season. This is like I said, his last year up on his contract. The last 4 years, he's been consistent. I could say that better than much more than Mariota. But a lot of people, they differ because they sit there and say, "Oh, well, Mariota took the Titans to the playoffs at least one time." Yeah, but the thing about it is that at that point in time, we had Lovie Smith, and I'm not gonna sit there and bash Lovie Smith and sit there and say that Lovie Smith hasn't been a consistent coach for us. But I'm gonna sit here and say it. Our coaching staff at that point in time wasn't all that. You get what I'm saying? And Jameis Winston still had a productive season that year. This is the thing, is like people always think, oh, well, Winston doesn't make us to the playoffs, or this team doesn't get to the playoffs. It's not a good season. I mean, you don't have to make it to the playoffs to look at the yardage, look at the stats. I understand. Also, people are gonna say stats don't mean nothing when you can't get to the big dance. I understand that also, but we can't sit here and bash somebody because the team, the coaching staff wasn't right. I mean, this is where I'm trying to get at. This is Jameis Winston's first season with Arians, right? Let that sink in. First season with Bruce Arians. You can't sit here and tell me that y'all really expected Jameis to be like a Peyton Manning, Roethlisberger, and Andrew Luck. Even Andrew Luck, with Arians, under his belt. Now, get this straight. I'm going to get this a good point in. Saying that, I was reading a stat today in Twitter that, on Twitter or NFL.com, I don't know, that Carson Palmer's first season. Now, we know Carson Palmer, when he was with the Bengals, he had a couple of seasons that he was up there. He was one of the top quarterbacks, if not, one of them. And after that, we started seeing Carson Palmer decline, until Carson Palmer was really, literally like a Brian Hoyer, a backup, basically. Carson Palmer's career got to that level, at one point that he was considered a backup. That's what he wasn't, that Carson Palmer that was with the Bengals at his elite, his prime, supposedly. Here comes Arians. Arians gets signed to the Cardinals, and this dude brings up Carson Palmer's career. Now, like I said, keep this in mind that I mentioned Peyton Manning, Roethlisberger, Andrew Luck. Those are a couple of the people that, when they talk about Arians on NFL.com, that's who they were mentioning. They didn't mention too much of Carson, but Carson was he was up there. Another thing, I see a lot of people just want to throw this kid under the bus, man. That's the thing that I'm talking about. Why sit there and want to throw Winston out in the middle of the season? Not in the middle, but we're getting there. You get what I'm saying. And we don't know what he can do. Somebody's going to pick him up, and if Winston balls, then there goes another shot at us. Because why? Because we always let players go, and somehow they do better with other teams. I sit here and I want to tell you, Tampa Bay fans, and this is coming from Tampa Bay the Rook, to just have patience, because what I'm about to tell you, it refers to that tweet that I was reading about on Twitter. Arizona did not, Arians, this is what the thing that Tampa Bay fans got in their head. And they got it from the media. I understand media puts it all out there. That, Arians, he is what they say he is. He's a quarterback whisperer. He's one of the best that can change, quarterbacks. But they never said, they made it seem like he can do it like that. But I found this tweet really interesting, and it was from Adam Schefter, from an NFL analyst. Carson's stats that read from the first season. Now, this is the first season that he was under Arians. First season, week 1 through 7, his stats were just like Jameis. I think 8 touchdowns, 13 picks. 1 week through 7. Week 1 through 7. Guess what we're in? We're in week 6. We're going into week 6 or 7, around that, I think week 6. And week 8 through 17. Week 8 through 17, Carson was 16 touchdowns and something interceptions. 3, I think. 3 picks, 4. Listen to that. I'm not going to sit there and say it's a coincidence, but hey, there's always hope. But for people that are out there saying, oh, well, Jameis is trash, they're trash, and the team's trash, Jameis, but I've been hearing mostly about Jameis. Let this dude go, he's trash, this team is fucking trash. I'm going to come in here and say it. And I even heard somebody say that this year Mike Evans is trash this season. Like I said, I'm lost from words. You do not come on here on a platform, and use it like that and negativity, and you're gonna say our elite wide receiver that has been awesome, dominating. I could say dominating the season, every season since he got with us. And you're gonna sit here one season because he hasn't been trash. He's been all right. And you're gonna sit here and say he's trash. Somebody just should pull your fan card right there. How do you sit there and call yourself a fan and you're gonna sit there and call Mike Evans trash? His season trash this season. Mike Evans and trash, the word trash, they don't go together. Not by a long shot. And it's always been like that. Tampa's always been like that, but it's always the media. It's always the media, the internet, YouTube, where you see all this negativity. When you go to the stadium, you don't see too much, or people are cheering on, the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they do when they're in their part time, but I'm gonna tell you something. What you see and on social media and you see in the stadium is completely different. You know what I'm saying? I just have to, like I said, sit here and let y'all know that this channel right here is gonna have a lot of Buccaneer content, day by day. Come out here and give y'all thoughts about the game coming up, about what should we do on the bye week, and stuff like that, because this is uncalled for. We're 2-4, and we have fans on here jumping ship, literally jumping the ship. You know what I'm saying? Calling Winston. There's a couple of people that never liked Winston. You know what I'm saying? Coming out of college, never did. What does it matter? What does it matter if you have a problem? Stop being biased and let this kid play out the season. You know what I'm saying? We did it last year. And that was the problem with our head coach, and thank God we got him out of here. Dirk Cutter listened to the fans last year. He listened. He got Winston. They got Winston benched because the fans and the radios and all that were making Winston just a problem. Supposedly Winston was the problem last year. We benched him because Dirk Cutter listened to the fans again. And this is what I liked about what Arians had to say in his press conference today, which is October 15th, I think it is, October 15th, Tuesday, as I'm recording this. They asked him, and the media asked him in his press conference today, are you even thinking? The same question Dirk got last year. The same exact question Dirk got last year. Are you planning on benching Winston? Even in your slightest, the slightest? He said no. Not even close. Why? Because Arians knows he's a smart coach. He's not like Dirk Cutter. Dirk Cutter got scared. He wanted to please the fans, which I get it. You have to, but not like that. You please them on the field. You please the fans on the field. Like Aaron, I like what Aaron said one time when Matt Gay missed that kick against the Giants. Here goes Tampa fans again on social media. Oh, let's get rid of Matt Gay. He lost the field goal. He lost us the game, which he did. But when you come on here threatening the man, talking about you're gonna hang him and shit, we should hang him. That's taking it a little bit too far, don't you think? But like Arian said when they asked him the question, fans want Matt Gay gone. Do you want to bench? Do you want to let him go? Are you gonna let him go? Arian said no. They could think. Arian said the fans can think what they want. They can have their opinion. They pay their money. So, keep in mind, man. Keep in mind that this is the 5th, 6th week we're going into 7. We still have a lot of football to be played. A lot. Tampa fans that get on the mic and encouraging all this negativity, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Because that's not what a true fan is. There's a difference between spreading negativity and being realistic about the team, talking stats. That's being realistic. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, doesn't mean you don't expect a rant from me. I'll probably rant once in a while, but that's about it. But like I said, expect more videos from me. This is it, And what can I say? It's your boy Tampa Bay Brook, 941, and I'm out.